Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the world's first lithium-powered AR45. This is a lithium iron phosphate 3,000 plus cycle softwash system, AC and DC. Only 2 cords to plug into here that operate it. I'll show you. NEMA 4X rated, chemical resistant, water resistant. Look how thick those cords are. You push this to install them and release it. We'll install one at a time. We open this, press it on there like that, nice and gentle. Same for here, nice and gentle. And the third one over here, any standard 115 can charge it, AC, DC. So any 115, you can charge it on your truck going down the road, at the job site, at a customer's house, your house, wherever you want to charge it at. It's all water resistant and sealed up. This is where the air goes in. You don't want to block it too much. So the air can go in here and come out the top. There's grooves on the top. I'll show you later on in the video. This is the AR45. Everything's stainless on this. Both of these frames, the bolts, the brackets, all the hardware. There's no bypass on it. You don't have to worry about laying the gun down for over 5 minutes and having any issues. There's no bypass. It's on demand. You have a 3,000 PSI hose that goes around here to the pressure switch and the 600 PSI nitrogen charge pulsator right here, the quick connect right here. Lift this little lever and shut this off. Say if you run the machine, you want to shut this off, and vice versa. You don't normally have to mess with this. It's very easy to move though. Doesn't require a lot of force. This is NEMA 4X rated, like I said. It's chemical resistant. Obviously you don't want to submerge it, but it's water resistant, chemical resistant. It's built to last. Everything on this is stainless steel. The hardware, the brackets, the bolts, the nuts, everything is built to last. Over here is your screen. To start it, all you do is flip this breaker and it'll come on. And then you push this button and it'll start cycling the water through. There's several screens on here. As you can see, it has each of the batteries in here, the voltage. It has other information on this other page. And there's so many different settings in here. When you buy a machine, they'll go over with you. This is your charge. You're at 88%. This is a 3,000 cycle system. Iron phosphate, the best in the world. 3,000 life cycles, that's a long time. Obviously where the key goes in. Once you get yours, you'll pull this protection off right here to turn it off. You just flip that breaker. Now don't worry, because the LED stays on. LED, it takes a while to go out. So once again, once your water's hooked up on your trailer, flip this breaker, push this switch, and you're rocking and rolling. Turn that back off, flip that breaker again. You're good to go. The box has 2 female ends. These male plugs, simply plug in, click the button, like that. Goes on nice and smooth. Push the button here. Plug that in, just like that. And last but not least, we have a male, any standard 115 you can plug into. You can plug in your truck going down the road if it has those capabilities, your customer's house, charge it overnight. Any 115 you can plug that into. It's all water resistant, very heavy duty, very chemical resistant. This is your fan. The air comes in here and goes out here. There's grooves along this side and the other side. You don't want to block this. These legs go into the sides of these. You can go in 1, 2, 3, or 4 sides. You want to leave some clearance. This is like a radiator on a car. You want to leave the air to go in there and come out here. You don't want to block it. So leave a little bit of space. I wouldn't even put nothing in front of it so the air can circulate in here and cool it. This has 4 different ways you can go in. 1, 2, 3, or 4 different sides. You can actually go in 8 different ways if you want to stick it on the outer of these, just one leg inside the hole right here. This is on both sides. This is for air to get to, like a fan cooling system that goes up there and it comes out the top. So you don't want to block that on either side. The air goes in there, goes out the top. Go in this way. You can go in this way. this way or that way. Like I said, you don't want to block that when you're mounting on your trailer, your truck. You don't want to block that. You want to leave some room for the air to flow in there. And you could even hook it on one side. So basically 8 different ways. You can go both of those in or one of those in off the side, however you like to put it on this. We made it very versatile for your truck or your setup. Pressure switch. This is nitrogen charged at 600 PSI. You don't want to mess with this. You don't want to mess with this. All of it's set. We'll set it, depending on what part of the country you're in, they'll set this accordingly for the weather conditions there. This is just the beginning. There's going to be more to come. P40s, possibly AR60s, pressure washers, you name it. And the lithium, everything's going green. Everything's going electric. So might as well be the first one in the space. Once again, this is the AR45 lithium powered 3000 PSI high pressure hose that goes to your pressure switch and your pulsator. Let's fire this thing up and let's see what she can do. Guys, we're going to flip the breaker to turn this on. And then next, we're going to take and push the button. It'll start cycling the water through the hole, slowly coming through the hose from our water source into the AR45. Once it gets in there nice and plumb, there's going to be a little bit of, see, there's no bypass on this. There's going to be a little bit of water that comes out. What you'll normally do when this is plumbed, you'll plumb that right there where I'm touching back to your tank, and it'll be no issues at all. Like I said, it's standard like this on all the AR45 pumps, but it's usually in bypass so you don't see it. All right, we're ready to spray some water. So we're going to walk through this. We have the water plumbed. Once again, you flip the breaker to turn it on and flip it to turn it off. After that, you push the button and it slowly starts cycling the water through. There's no vibrations, and you'll see that little bit of water coming out right there. That's going to be, there's going to be a hose on that that goes back to your tank. All AR45s let a little bit of discharge through there, but you normally don't see it because there's a hose on it. So when this is plumbed permanently on your truck, your skid, or your trailer, you'll have a hose going back to your tank, so you won't even see it there. So I just wanted to go over this. That's why that water's coming out there, and when it's plumbed, it won't be there. So we're going to pick the gun up, and watch this. The beauty of this is no kickback, all right? Since it's on demand, it's not in bypass. Watch me slowly squeeze it, right? I'm going to squeeze it, and it's going to come out. It's going to take like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to back up and get a better angle. Once again, there's no kick, there's no bypass, it's on demand, so you can pull it with like one finger, and it takes about 5 seconds till it slowly gets all the way capacity. We're going to start squeezing here in 1, 2, 3, 4, and before you even get to 5 seconds, I'm shooting over the top of the house. I'm going to back up so you can get a better angle. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm shooting over the top of the 2-story house with only my finger on it. You let go, no kick, there's no noise, there's no fumes. Again, we're going to squeeze with just our finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, We have a fan spray on the end of this tip. And like I said, shoots a regular AR45 gallons per minute, PSI, but only with no gas, no fumes. You don't have to worry about noise ordinances. You don't have to worry about working early in the morning or working indoors, outdoors. You can basically do anything or go anywhere you couldn't go before with this machine right here. No kick, no gas, no fumes, no vibrations, no noise. We can get the range of a gas-powered system with the quietness of an electric system with lithium iron phosphate, not your standard nickel cobalt metal. This is lithium iron phosphate, which is the best. It lasts the longest, and it's just simply amazing. This is next level, guys, and this is only the beginning. All right, guys, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just in those 5 short seconds, we're shooting over the top of the roof. And for video purposes, I just built a little cheap wash gun to show you don't have to have a red, a blue, or orange one. You can maybe even get farther with those, but you don't need them. You also can batch mix or blend manifold as you would with any other system. These are available to purchase right now on our website. We have them loaded, ready to ship out. www.littlespressure.com. Once again, that's www.littlespressure.com. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to ask me, you can email me at littlespressurewashingservice@gmail.com. littlespressurewashingservice@gmail.com. We're also on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and of course YouTube and all other social media platforms.